and gentlemen, welcome back to the Breaking Point 2 series here on F123. If you missed the last episode, we took a trip away from the Konnersport team, you know, the team that the campaign is primarily focused on, or the story mode is primarily focused on, to check out Callie Mayer in F2 as she's making headlines all up and down the sport and doing extremely well. And now as we return here to Konnersport, we are met with the Japanese Grand Prix. And we have a very lofty task here of passing Valtteri Bottas for that 8th position before lap 8. So we only have a couple laps here remaining to do so. But as I've always said in these first few videos, you know, coming back to Konnersports from, you know, my team career specifically, it is a great car to drive. Aside from, you know, obvious reliability issues, we're going to pass Latifi here with the blue flag. Set a purple sector 2 here. Bottas is on soft compounds, as you can see at the top, so we're gonna have to drive a pretty solid race here to get past Sainz. And then if you remember from the interview questions, we've also tasked Aiden with the next race of getting a top 3 finish so he can start being featured as a good primary up and coming star for Konnersports. But while he wasn't happy with that, you know, we had to make some tough decisions to make sure that the media wasn't seeing a favoritism coming out of the principal. So that's kind of what we decided. So we'll look to overtake Carlos Sainz here in just a moment. Yeah, great overtake there. Starting to get more and more familiar with this driving model here on this year's game. It sounds a little weird, but there were some really bad habits that I think a lot of people picked up in F122 to try and compensate for the issues that driving model had. So this game is a lot more fun to drive. It does take a little bit of time to, you know, get rid of those. I'm still not doing the best with underbraking or trail braking, sorry, as well as getting on the throttle as quickly as I might like out of corners. But as long as we can shake that rust off, we should have a very fun time here on this year's game. We are quickly approaching Bottas now. We will make the move here, go around the outside, brake a little bit late, stick it into the corner, and we do get that overtake.
Another pit stop here at Suzuka. This time it's Aiden Jackson coming in. He's been making steady progress today, and Konnersport need him to. They desperately need some results, and they could do without this. And look, there's chaos in that garage.
Absolutely, only 3 wheels on the car at the moment, Crofty. Aiden Jackson looks on in despair. Here comes that spare wheel now.
That's a long, long time to wait, just sat in the cockpit. What is going on down at Konnersport?
Well, the tyre is finally out of the garage and on the car, and Aiden Jackson's back out in the race, but it's a long time in the pit, and that will cost them dearly.
I mean, come on, team. You can't let us down. If it's not reliability issues, it's issues elsewhere.
How many places did I lose? Okay, try not to worry about that, Aiden. Just focus on the race, get your head down, and let's put it back. I'm sick of this.
I can definitely understand the frustrations here with Aiden Jackson. I mean, you're having a great, you know, your principals told you that you have to drive better to be, you know, featured as this up-and-coming driver for this team. And then you have to deal with the reliability issues. You have your obvious, you know, your big feud there with your teammate, which, you know, definitely doesn't go unnoticed. And then you get into a pit after claiming a whole bunch of spots just for them to not even have 4 tires ready. Like, come on, Konnersports pit crew, you gotta do a bit better than that. We'll try and make the overtake here on Lando. Easy overtake there with the soft compounds, but I mean, now our task of getting inside the top 3 is going to be extremely difficult as we've dropped down with only, oh man, 5 laps, including the rest of this one. Purple sector 2, obviously on the medium on the soft compounds. Should easily overtake Gasly here with the DRS flap open.
great maneuver. You made it look so easy.
Taking all these corners at 6th gear in this game compared to what we had to deal with last year is super rewarding. It feels so good, ladies and gentlemen.
That's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
So Bottas loses 8th position to Carlos. Like a late lunge there, easily squeezed out Bottas. So the position of 8th is definitely obtainable in this short amount of time we're given. But to try and catch up to 3rd, and it looks like Butler is ahead of us in 7th. Hopefully he doesn't do anything stupid. Aiden Jackson, we just set the
car behind is increasing by a significant amount each lap.
Trying to squeeze us off, but a little bit of a wide approach on these couple of corners. Trying to push it to the max. So far, so good. I mean, hopefully Devin doesn't fight us too much. We're obviously on the softer compound, driving much quicker than he is. Last time that happened, we had to get really aggressive with him. I can't imagine we'll hear a team radio.
Okay, information on Sainz. They've got some kind of mechanical problem.
Sorry, Devin. Oh, we're wheel and wheel with him here. We'll cut to the inside, and that is it for our boy, Devin Butler. Sorry, pal. Really wide out of there, but that is impressive with a red sector 1, a purple sector 2. Ooh, Ocon with the squirrely defense there.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Oh, he's playing so defensively, just trying to avoid slamming into the back of him. Come on, get out of the way, Ocon. All right, we'll go around the outside on you. How about that? Leclerc is so much farther up the road, though. I don't even think it's possible to make up 6 seconds now. Oh! All right, well, we're approaching Russell. We're going to have to make up 5 seconds in 2 laps somehow to catch up to Charles Leclerc for that 3rd position, which is our goal. Oh, and Russell is aggressive over that curb, gets a little bit of an oversteer. Well, we have clean air for 2 laps to catch that man you can see in the far distance. Try not to hit the curb too aggressively. Come on, Mike. Get your shit together. So sloppy. Not sure if we're going to be able to catch. I gotta be driving a lot faster than he is, and I mean, I am, but I don't know if it's enough to catch him. Couple flashbacks there, but I mean, end of the day, I'm playing this for story mode. Like I said, if you want no flash mode, go check, or flashback, go watch my F1 23 career. It's definitely a little bit, there's been some interesting things that have been happening in that series that I don't know if all the races have been released yet that I've raced so far, but one of them was definitely quite the unfortunate outcome at Baku. You can go watch that. But for this, like I said, I've always said, I just want to experience a good story mode. I'm not here to, you know, break records or anything like that. We have Leclerc in our sights now. We have done a phenomenal job. We will look to make the move on him right here. Shuts us down for the time being. We'll try and come back at him here in a moment. Oh, Leclerc, what are you doing brake checking us in story mode, man? Sorry, pal, don't have time for that. I find when I'm recording these Breaking Point series, I lose focus so much easier because I have a microphone, because I know I'm trying to entertain, and I'm a hand talker. I talked about this in the last video, so.
2.7 seconds.
Unfortunately, that's not something you can do when you're playing a racing game, and I do it all the time. As Max Verstappen crosses the line, we almost caught his teammate Sergio Perez, but we will get that bonus objective complete for our principal.
Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well
That's
done.
a podium
We're
for
really
Aiden
happy
Jackson.
with the podium down here, so well done. Yes.
Well, it's still too close to call at the top of the table. Meanwhile, at the other end, Nat, you can really understand Aiden Jackson's frustrations today.
Yeah, they've had car problems all season long, Crofty. They've had a bad mix-up in the garage today. Konnersport won't be proud of that one.
And Konnersport won't be proud of that. It's the longest pit stop we've had this season. Not the sort of record any team wants to set.
Yeah, some frustration there with the pit stop, that's for sure.
Phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be
Probably
so
could have had a go at
proud of the
Checo there if
victory
we
they
didn't
secured
run into like a 10-second plus pit stop.
Well, Aiden, I'm sure you already know what I'm going to ask. That pit stop looked like a nightmare. So what on earth happened today?
So we're met with some interview questions from Natalie here. Obviously, you know, you can pick one of 3 options. For me, I'm trying to remain humble as I'm playing as Aiden. So we're going to use this level 3 option, which is every race has its hiccups. We're not going to blame the team, you know, even though we'll debrief about it and it'll be definitely behind the scenes in public.
Yeah, well,
you know, we're just going to be a little bit more, not so much of a D-bag.
You just got to be ready and roll with the punches. I guess on the plus side, a mess up like that means that this mistake will never happen again.
Well, there is a lot of talk on social media about whether Devon is actually getting preferential treatment by the team. So do you think, is there any truth to that, or is it an unfair assumption?
So now we're met with just reading these over. So his dad may be funding the team, but we're treated equally. No comment. Of course there is. Devon could use a bit more preferential treatment with his current performance. So we could completely throw Devon under the bus. You know, we can just agree. We can no comment. His dad may be funding the team, but we're treated equally. Look, I know how Aiden's feeling on the inside and trying to remain as calm as possible in the public eye. We're going to choose this one, whether it's the right answer or the wrong answer, but...
Davidoff Butler may be funding the team, but he's a good man. He works hard to make sure that everyone's equal, so...
Also don't want to piss off Dad because he's treated us well, even if he's going to stab us in the back down the road.
Devon bumping wheels and now issues in the pit lane. Huge mounting problems at Konnersport. Has there been any talk at all about what the team might do next season, considering that you and Devon just don't seem to get along?
I'm open to offers for next season. Who knows where I'll end up? Who knows what the future will bring? Right now, it's all about Konnersports. I mean, that's just what a normal driver would say anyway. I mean, you listen to Lewis Hamilton, who is in contract talks, and it's always just steering away from the idea of leaving your current team. So while we're here, we're going to give it everything we got.
Next season, but who knows what the future will bring? At the moment, it's all about Konnersport and bringing in as many points as I can.
And finally, I've got to ask you about this. It has been reported that Mercedes have agreed a deal for George Russell to play a small part in the latest Throttle Zone movie. What do you make of that?
We'll just say we're happy for him.
Great opportunity for him. The Throttle Zone movies, they're amazing and they have such a massive fan base, so it's great to see them acknowledge F1 in the way that it should be. And I think George is the perfect pick, so can't wait to see what he does.
That's great, thank you.
So there you have it. Aiden Jackson trying to remain cordial through, you know, his struggles with the team inside and out. And we're just going to keep that face on until something blows up in our face. Again, we had a reliable car. The issue is the pit stop there, not ready for us. But the car felt great. You know, Davidoff, for the time being, is being nice to us. So for the time being, we'll pick the more safe options rather than pissing off other people on the grid, as well as our own team and the public eye. So Chapter 5 ends. An untimely pit stop error cost Aiden valuable time at the Japanese Grand Prix, which only serves to stroke his frustrations with the team at Konnersport. So yeah, I mean, good race by us. We had a couple flashbacks. Again, if you're not a fan of flashbacks, I apologize. I do not use them outside this, but this is story mode, guys, and we already have a lot of things thrown at us. So right now, you know, that was a good race. Nonetheless, it's still things on my part I can clean up, but at the same time, you know, it makes for good story elements. So stuck in the pits, you know, obviously there's going to be articles about that. We'll get a phone call here from Davidoff.
Talk to me.
About what? You saw the race, right? What is there to say?
Thought you could do with blowing off a little steam.
What is even the point in wasting any more energy? If it's not the car, it's the team. If it's not the team, it's the car. No one seems to care how much effort I'm putting into all of this.
Which is why you need to double down. Listen, I promised I wouldn't say anything, but the top 3 are talking, Aiden.
What?
They've already reached out to us. Looks like there might be some last-minute negotiations on the cards, but keep that to yourself, okay?
Yeah, of course.
No doubt there'll be some wrangling. You're contracted for another season, but your tenacity has been noticed.
Wow, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything you're not supposed to know. I hate to admit it, but Konnersport can't keep up with you, Aiden. Just do me a favor, would you?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
I need you to push as hard as you can to get as much out of you before I lose you to a better team. Can you do that for me?
Of course. No problem.
Good boy. You know I'm here whenever you need me. Speak soon.
All right, well, that phone call did not sit well with me. Aiden might just be a little naive to the fact that he's getting some love, some almost parental treatment from Davidoff, but that really kind of set in stone that it seems like he's trying to push Aiden out, and I'm going to make the assumption that that is for better treatment to Devin, as well as a driving partner, potentially in one Callie Mayer, who is storming up F2. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Obviously, he's being overly nice right now. I gotta think that's it's some sort of scheme. But as we look through, you know, the social media, the news, everything, we get an apology from our pit crew. Usually doesn't happen, but he sent us an apology directly. Andrea was saying he's pushed back debrief so he can figure out who to fire. You know, after what happened today, likely that we were going to get a lot of press, perhaps. So just a reminder, each head of department has the full guidelines on press. Yep, I think we did an okay handling it. We missed out on the Nigel Mansell's racing glove. That's unfortunate. Just watched the race. So some apologies, you know, some not so nice apologies, some things like that. Somebody's getting fired, it sounds like. So we're going to progress through to the next chapter. As always, we continue doing 2 chapters per video, so we got 1 more in store for you guys. So let's see what happens after, you know, a beautiful podium finish, which was the highlight, but we're still dealing with some weird things behind the scenes.
You saw it, right? The pit stop? How am I supposed to deal with that? I know. I want a chance to prove what I can do, though. In a top-tier seat. I deserve it. I've heard there might be interest. I can't stay here. Okay. Well, what would you do?
So, what advice did you give him?
Well, I told him to try to stay calm, see out the season, and then go to the final team meeting. See if that changed his mind.
And where were you at this point?
Oh, I was busy getting Callie ready for the final race of the F2 season.
All right, so a little bit of an inside tips from our fellow teammate, former fellow teammate Casper Ackerman there. He is obviously, as we saw in the last episode of this, down there with Callie Mayer, getting her ready. And now we're diving to the final race of the year for F2. So having put together a number of impressive performances throughout the season, Callie Mayer finds herself within touching distance of Formula 2 Championship at the season finale in Abu Dhabi. So here we go. This is the final race of F2, where I guess we're jumping back and forth between chapters now. So let's go see what Callie's up to. And as we get into our garage there, we obviously are met with some news. So all eyes on Callie. Obviously, she has a chance of winning the F2 championship. Looking forward to Konnersport. We'll accept a phone call here from Mom.
I know why you're calling, but make it quick because I have to keep my head in the game.
Of course, darling, but it wouldn't be right if I didn't call to wish you luck.
Thanks, Mum, but luck really won't do anything. I need a clean strategy and just to keep my head, that's all.
Look, which you do, and you will. Just breathe, Cal, okay? You've already put the work in. Now all you need to do is get out there and do what you always do. Yeah?
Yeah. You're right.
Who knows? If you bring this one home, I may even call your father to gloat a little.
Mum, not now.
Oh, I'm just trying to lighten the mood a bit.
I know. You'll be watching, right?
Just try and stop me. Race fast, honey.
All right, so a little encouraging phone call from Mom there. And I think that phone call was actually interesting because when we saw in the last chapter, we saw Callie. She was in front of the public and she was definitely acting a lot more like Devin Butler. So you got to imagine that Devin's going through some things behind the scenes and it might all just be, you know, a public face appearance that he keeps putting on. But Callie sounded pretty genuine there. We saw a whole bunch of things from social media and email about, you know, first chance to see the first female driver win the F2 championship. A bunch of good lucks. Thank yous from the team. A plethora of, you know, news updates for around the F1 world. You see Williams has agreed to sign Sargent, which looking back might not have been the best decision in hindsight, but at this time they were unaware. Vettel officially retires and Haas has decided to switch out Schumacher for Nico Hülkenberg. So some interesting things there as we reach the pivotal parts of the final few races. And for us here as Callie Mayer, we're going to go to the race and see what happens and if we get our first female world champion for F2. So we are mid-race here at Abu Dhabi with only a few laps remaining. So we're right at the end of the race. Callie sets her sights on the F2 championship.
The final race of the season now well underway here in Abu Dhabi. A few different drivers in contention for the F2 championship. But here's the favourite, Callie Mayer.
She's been so consistent this season, so fast. My money's on Mayer for the championship, no question.
If she can finish high enough, the title belongs to her.
All right, well, we're thrown in, finish on the podium. So
it's looking good, Callie. Come on, a podium should clinch this for us.
We know our top three. Callie is locked in. We know what we got to do. F2 car drives so much differently than the F1 cars. We have 6 laps, including the rest of this one remaining. We got a lot of work to get to that podium. Boshung's holding us up here momentarily. We'll slip to the inside, get a little snap of oversteer, but he took that curb a little too aggressively. Beautiful Abu Dhabi racetrack here. Ooh. That curb hits the F2 car a lot different, a lot more aggressively than F1. Pretty good lap there. Tires are still good. Wow, that's a aggressive turn I just completed there. Corsair just set the fastest lap. We have a purple sector 1 going. Obviously, Abu Dhabi being one of the longer circuits, and especially in F2, you know, it's quite a bit different lap times. As we set a purple sector 2. As we'll make the move here on Hughes. A little bit of a overshift there. We had a collision there?
Okay,
Did I even?
with the overtakes. That was a bit risky. We could have received
What are
a penalty.
you doing? All right, well, that was very stupid of that AI to just swing out there. I don't think I got a warning, but I don't think I made contact right there with him. These F2 drivers, I don't think have as good an AI as you see in Formula One. So sometimes some stupid things can certainly happen there. Callie Mayer now sets the fastest lap, and we're 3 positions off from our target. I'm going to try and ramp it up now that I've got the feel of this car. Much better turn there. Beautiful racetrack, though. I absolutely love driving here, regardless of the car I'm driving. As Vesti is right in our heels now, following right behind Fittipaldi and Corsair up in third position. So Calimere now into third position.
Great maneuver. You made it look so easy.
It's because it was kind of easy. I mean, I'm going to guess these F2 cars are tuned down for this. Got the blue flag to pass. Another purple middle sector. Got a great exit out of that one. Another fastest lap for Cali. We'll go around the outside here, or attempt to. He shuts that down beautifully. That was actually some really good driving there from Fittipaldi as he slams back into us, and we actually catch it. Wow. Not quite sure what that was. He must have lost some drive there or something. Steering may have... That was a beautiful catch by myself. But that's what I'm talking about. The AI of the F2 drivers just seems a little bit off, because I gotta think he's not gonna turn into us like that when we're both fighting for that position. You pick the outside, I'm going on the inside. Can't really afford to have you completely just turn into us. Is now on this straight here with DRS activated. We will easily overtake Fittipaldi here on the next move. Get our elbows out this time, force them to the outside. Oh, a little bit of rear tire lock up there. I don't know if you guys heard that. We had the engine rev. We pushed the track limits of that corner a little bit too much after. And Theo Porcher here. 2 more laps remaining, ladies and gentlemen.
So leading our teammate by 18.2 seconds.
Logan Sargent up in second. We'll look to make the move here on Theo. He's got a good burst of speed out of that corner, though. Swing around the outside and make a beautiful overtake. Oh, we go really wide. Not the cleanest as well. Try and safely re-enter. Give him back that position, because that was not clean. Apologies there. I completely locked up on the rears. Try this again. Drugovich is 5 seconds down the road. I unfortunately don't think I can catch that in an F2 car for the bonus. Wow, there's a lot of drift coming out of these tires. Oh yeah, we've lost them. Too many curbs, that's my own fault. One lap remaining. See if we can't catch Logan here.
Final lap of the race.
I mean, we got them both in our sights. It is doable. The minute left on this lap. Didn't quite get in that 1 second for the DRS, unfortunately. That would have helped absolutely tremendously. So the newly signed Williams man, we're looking to make a move here. We will make the move. Unfortunately, Drugovich, with our current tires, I don't think we're going to be able to pass Felipe. We're fighting it now a little bit too much with the tires. And unfortunately, we will have to settle for a second, but we get the objective complete nonetheless.
Yes, Callie! That was amazing! Congratulations!
Callie Mayer, get used to the name. She has her whole career ahead of her, and this is just the beginning. She's done it, as many predicted she would. A star is born. Callie Mayer becomes the first woman ever to win the F2 championship.
Historic. Well, I mean, someone had to be the first. But I just hope that this shows that talent can get you as far as money.
And what about your dad? Has he called to congratulate you yet, Callie?
Nope. Next question.
Callie, what's it like being a woman in motorsports? We're sure everyone wants to know.
I don't know, John. What's it like being a man in journalism? Next question.
Hot-headed. Yes, for sure. But you know, that's kind of what you need in a driver. Let's not forget that Callie taking the championship was a big deal. You know, for the sport, but really for everyone.
And for you? How did you feel?
It was one of the proudest moments of my career. It was the first time I mentored anyone. Yeah. I was a little sad to be moving on.
So, had you already told Callie about your new job?
Yes, of course. And I told her, you know, how I wished that I could take her with me. But she understood.
And Aiden, had you told him?
No, he was too busy.
Busy?
Preparing to tell the team that he was leaving Konnersport.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. I know Aiden had something he wanted to say, but first I have a matter I would like to address formally. It is no secret that I have been spread a little thin this season. I mean, I own the team, I run the team, it's a lot, okay? Which is why I will be stepping away from the principal role next season. I'll still be pushing Konnersport Racing to be the brand we know it can be, whilst the new principal will be laser focused on performance and results. And we have already found a man to step into that role. Casper.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Now, this is a big step up for me. I'm really looking forward to see what next season brings. It's truly an honor to be on board.
I am sorry for the dramatic nature of the announcement, okay? Humor the man who pays you. We all look forward to working with Casper, yes? Good. Then let us continue. Aiden, you had something you wanted to say? The floor is yours.
No, it's nothing. I just wanted to say, thank you, everybody, for all your hard work this year. And I'm really looking forward to next season, especially with Casper at the helm.
Well, that was an interesting Chapter 6 ending for Konnersports there. Wow. I am okay, so what we just saw there is Casper Ackerman is coming in to replace Mr. Connor himself as team principal, and Aiden was just about to announce that he did decide to leave as we expected. But what was interesting, if you caught it, was Devin Butler was not too pleased, and his father seemingly knew about it while trying to push Aiden away from the team. So this comes back to all the scheming that I fully anticipated and all that mumbo jumbo. So that's going to be it here for chapters 5 and 6. We'll pick up here. Apparently we're there for 2023, the start of a brand new season. So we're in current modern day F123 schedule. We're starting at the Bahrain Grand Prix, and yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Who knows if Konnersport, what does it say there? Konnersport Butler Global Racing Team. Wow, that's a mouthful. But we'll see if Aiden Jackson is indeed part of the team, or if he got a spot in the big 3 like his hopes were. But definitely some interesting ending there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. We're going to continue this in chapter 7 and 8 in the next video. So we'll catch you guys back in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.